interesting how even players down inside of the Misty Lake, that is not the spot to be in. Because this zone is going to start coming and pulling north. These people not paying attention to the height ramp and a god ramp from Scully and Savid. They spread it wide to engage. And very importantly, the first couple of beams occupy them. And a perfect height take from Savid and Scully, but given, actually, it's coming back over the mountain, so this elevation not too dangerous for them either. In this game, still 24 people in this lobby. It's possible.
They're kind of split on exactly where they're focusing. Scully focusing on the back, Savid focusing on the front. We have one impact coming in from Scully. That's going to be a nice frag. Grappler, though, in play. He gets a little bit worried looking all the way backwards. That person has floppers is going to be troublesome, but he might have gotten taken out to the store. Going to be a chill high ground wave. Going to be looking for beams. There's two people right in front. Scully hitting shot after shot. 3 Aug burst sprays is all it takes for the competition to get drilled out of the sky. He's looking to try to end this game, look for any possibility at another opening.
And the reconnect, so important. They're back onto Old High. They just keep accruing elims left and right from the zone. Any tags that Scully is getting is connecting with the zone as well. And now that they're connected, the goal achieved, I think. And with 250 materials still to go, there's actually even a refresh down here from the original fight that they had on that high take. So if you're wondering why we changed perspective, it's just the other side of that duo, the complementing pair, if you will. And so many old builds to actually shoot down into. Savid's going to continue his aggression while Scully holds high and maintains, and it's good. They fall into the box. No traps available for this player to play from. And now 2 players left for them to find.
It's going to be a natural team fight. Hopefully they have the right tactics. Going to be natural as well. The only thing that's going to be troublesome right here is that there's an RPG in play. A hidden grappler. Patience from the enemy team is what's going to win them the game. But Savid is going to hold even stronger with the big shots from back and forth. It's going to be a big brawl down on low. Scully going to take the brunt of the force while Savid heals. But with that smart strategy, he gets that win. No sweat needed whatsoever. To each other as well, as this synergistic duo finally starts working very well together on the same platform as well. Mats becoming a little bit more scarce means you have to get a little bit more creative with the fights and the angles you take. It's now going to be that RPG coming forward. It was just one rocket. That's why we were waiting for so long. A lot of mat control kind of gained there. The height retake stopped. Unfortunately, it's not going to be possible to get much of an impact off that RPG. We're going to see a launch pad coming in, the whiff of spray, but the final 3 bullets connect as Kinstar gets a big frag off, then 4ZR follows up, top down. The game about to be big ending. There's going to be big sprays coming top down in the semifinals. It's about game 2 or 3, so important for momentum. No RPGs left. It has to be a natural combination of angles working both together from height and from a different angle, but there's an RPG low ground. 4ZR, he drops, finally finds his way back up. Only 5 mats left on Kinstar. They lose height and might not be able to take it and don't have a way. No, 4ZR actually, the grappler. You have to remember, it gets enough of a distraction for Kinstar from the bottom to find a way from the depths, menacingly at anyone that just peeks over with their heads or bodies.
I don't know if there is a team more dominant right now in their high ground takes, especially in these semis and open stages. It's just clinical each time. I guess it's easy when you have that grappler, but I think we finally seen the formula in duos for the grappler. One player with it, the other player playing back. Quick launch for this player, and I think he gets away. On the right side of your screen, you see the update on the standings. We'll touch on that in a second as this end game comes to a close. But critically, 4ZR and Kinstar are at 24 points right now at 30th place, so quite a ways above the 50th threshold. But if they connect with another win here, they could already be clinching, possibly if they continue this type of consistency, a placement in the finals tomorrow.
And the fact that they have this grappler classic every single game, they take away the only weakness of height, or one of the biggest ones, which is another team having the grappler. So having this much of an advantage over the entire lobby, I just think is entirely unfair. It's almost too easy watching him. Kinstar, oh my god. The follow-up not kind of, connecting as hard as you would want it to, but that beginning, the first instance of that AR spray, just so good. He's just finding people left and right. His eyes, a heartbeat sensor of their own. Gets the final finish off as well to top off his HP pool. Now these guys drop down, split ARs in the best place as well. The match running low. This is where they need to start to end this entire game.
2 players left to find. They're trying to find exactly where they are. Another headshot. Kinstar does not stop. It's just hip fire. And he's finding these. A refresh in terms of materials is going to be able to close out this final 2v1. Important for ZR. Stays up with the grappler and then a big pump shotgun for Kinstar to close that one out. Nothing really for that player to do because it was such close. This is going to be a win. Nice. Mongol, the classic box fighter. Benji on the bottom side of this. He did get the knock in the meantime. And they're moving forward. They did win a game. A clean fight. Get the Mythic Scar. Get the grappler. Get an RPG. A big upgrade on their loadout. And there's the leaderboard. Mongol and Benji actually push up into 2nd place.
Hey, straight.
So pretty interesting from that game. That must have came in. I'm betting that also means that they didn't actually push towards the win based on timing.
We're so good. Break out here. I have mats. I have loads of mats. I'm playing solo. Just play solo. Play solo together.
That's gonna be an uphill zone. A lot of power weapons available, but no room to actually use them.
Oh no, I'm dead, man.
Actually going for 90s inside to try to get around. The only issue with this is first, your duel can't catch up. Second of all, you're never sure what's actually in front of you. Bright actually takes the lighter road. Gets all the way in, almost there. Yep, gets the final replays. Finally caught in zone though. Needs to go for another one. Wins another fight. Back to back. Bright with the 2 kills. Gonna try to get into zone again. Just gonna have 50 HP to work with. Has a little bit of height though. Not gonna be ultimate. Has an RPG to work with as well. The minigun though might just stop his dreams before they get to start up.
It's a solo game. You win the solo game because you're better. 100 mats. Nice.
The encouragement coming from his teammate Bright.
You're okay.
Now with 6 eliminations, he is feeling himself.
Use mats. Get up the hill.
Gotta make sure he knows where the zone is going. Is it going over the top of the hill? It looks like it might slightly.
Minis. It's fine. You're okay.
He slides all the way down the hill, but might actually work in his favor. There's floppers. No, he ran back, but it's not going to cost him too much. RPG up on height. This is going to knock him out, but he's going to be able to connect to the mountain and catch himself. No mats. The drum gun isn't going to be enough. It sprays so well, but no RPG reloaded. He does drop down further, so the knockdown now and the follow-up does reconnect as this drum gun reloaded. This is what he needs. A good attempt, though, and pushes him closer.
And then capitalizing off of it, another RP coming through. Gonna need at least just 1 more to make sure this height gets knocked out. Maybe 2, actually, as there is a brick wall. No.
Height's coming down.
The big knockdown. Is there going to be one? Yes, it's Zephyr that goes down to launchpad to save his teammate.
Come, we can play high.
He gets fully eliminated.
Can you get up?
2.5k damage with Storm Surge, and now the fight actually starts to break out. The height fight to claim it. Wolfie's a little bit of scuffage on the builds all the way up. RPGs from the height on priority as well. There's a huge development on mid-ground that these guys can follow, but they have to keep opposite height in check. They are now RPGing back. Karma strikes Wolfies and Lecce.
But they're going in parallel right here. Both of them going to have to go into the same direction. I just lost my feed shot. No, it's back. And they did get knocked down, and Wolfie's actually struggling a little bit, but they do get a knock. I'm not sure where that came from. Are they still fighting for height? They've got it, and they've maintained it. That parallel connection, that parallel collision, it's going to work out in their favor. They're still holding on, but no HP for Wolfies.
Wolfie's on a collision course with his HP bar with fall damage. They're going to be taking out opposite height, so that's an entire double RPG out of the game. They might have the only rockets available. Might have height with a minigun as well. There is a Tommy available on Lecce if they did drop agency once again. With 29 people left alive, with the server being this quiet on retakes, I think the lobby is just waiting for height to run out of mats. Wolfies, Lecce finally counter each other that they're very low. This is where trouble could spill over. A heavy side RPG is possible. There we go. Here comes the big shot. There's an RPG, no connection. They do have a little bit of pressure down, but launch pads are now in the air. Landings are coming through all around them. Server barely just dwindling. More RPGs being seen. The big pots are there, but there's no white heals on either team. That's a double frag coming in, but Wolfies, the timing might just be too crucial. He has no more time to spend in zone unless he gets an elimination.
It always makes me so nervous when there's so many teams directly below them, and with so many people, it's ridiculous the amount of times that they're just holding on height, but the time threshold is lasting. But The danger is behind them. The zone now bouncing back. The RPGs coming from the front side. Flopper plays are also going to start connecting. It's RPGs on every single team, but they still hold on. Now going down. Another pickup onto Robabs, Wolfies, and Lecce starting to pop off big.
And now they have all the tools, the mats they didn't have before. Finally, just a little leg in the race to kind of finish it off. White tags there too. The potential's here, but we know there's another RPG near that northwest side. That's what Wolfies wants to focus. He's on 10 more rockets. He got a full refresh, and now it's gonna rain. Rocket after rocket, Elam after Elam. Cammy goes down. The full Elam comes through. Lecce gets another shot off through the rocket barrage. Wolfie picks up another hit once again onto shield. No one's healthy in this lobby. No one's eating. All the food is on their plate. Another one. Lecce ahead of the zone, looking for beams of the Tommy. Wolfies is not running out of rockets. He's throwing them down time and time after again. The whole bottom side of the lobby just ravaged for mats. They're gonna have to fight each other and try to survive for placement. Wolfies and Lecce are big chilling and still have a chance to come back. The points 20 this game. 12 eliminations. They look to end it. 5 people still alive for the 9th zone. Lecce going with a double edit down. Has the Tommy to spray. Wolfies tries to block off things on the front side of zone. Drops all the way. The double spray comes in with Lecce, confirming the individual 1v1s. These guys are insane.
Go, baby.